Good morning, everybody. As you can see, the views and the river itself is a little bit different today. Species we're targeting is also a little bit different. We're going to try to catch a chub, which oftentimes is already got a bite here. Oftentimes is overlooked, underrated, and viewed as like a trashy fish almost, because their living necessities are like really small. They just need moving body of water with some bugs and stuff falling into it, and that's about it. But why do I like to fish them? It's because they are super strong. They are attacking anything that is moving in the water. You can catch it with flies, you can catch it with spinner baits, with whatever. If you can attract its like vision, and if you can attract it in general, he's gonna attack it with like sheer force. And big bang. And this river itself is holding quite a bit of those fish, and they can get. It's called. That's a dry fly. It's called chubby Chernobyl, probably because of those yellow little dangling feet there. And it's like a foam pattern. Yeah, basically a foam dry fly. I have caught a chub, I think in previous episode. So if they're not taking the dry fly from the top, or this dry fly in general, I'll try to add some nymphs on the bottom, because this heavy dry fly will easily support a decent sized nymph on the bottom. So yeah, our first task probably is gonna be to get on the other bank, because on this higher bank it's really hard to move and we won't have too much possibilities to cast in. But yeah, so if we can get across, then I think it would be easy going. Let's go. I'm currently just trying to understand and and see where and how to cast, because actually the best thing would be to go upstream, because then you can come to the fish from behind, because they're sitting like head first in the stream. And now we're doing a little bit opposite, like going in front of them, and they tend to be pretty spooky. So maybe we'll have to change our tactics and hike a little bit up and then go down. And also, mostly they tend to be sitting under like overhanging branches or trees. So yeah, it's mostly like seeking for good spots, trying them, and seeing if it works or not. Right now I'm seeing like a fallen tree there, and I'm just trying to cast in front of it like this, and then just like strip a little bit. Also, they tend to be good fishing on streamers, so if no luck like this, we'll try some streamer patterns as well. The thing that I'm a little bit skeptical about is that we are like going and murking all the water up and making a bunch of noise, and then trying to cast right nearby. And I think that's not so good for those fish, because they tend to be a little bit spooky. There are some smaller fish that are constantly like nibbling on the fly, so that's a good sign. But we have to find the bigger ones that can actually manage this kind of fly. It is a little bit tricky. Cast under a tree and like seeing the big whoop. when the chub is like taking the dry fly. I really want to try to cast under that tree and somewhere there as well. It's like really tricky to find some place to get down. I'm good. It's gonna be like that today. Not going anywhere. I just have to cast and then allow my fly to just drift down when it reaches the place where I want it to be. It's gonna be really tricky today. We're gonna have to like really work for it, which is okay, but hopefully it's manageable. There are constantly smaller fish like nibbling. Just here. Oh, look at my hand. Can you zoom in? Guys, do your thing somewhere else, please. And what was that fish here? What the? Right in front of us. Let's try to get closer. Right under that tree. Started feeling too comfortable doing those back casts. But yeah, there's really deep. Oh, comes out. Nice. A really deep hole here. Ooh. Swamp monster. Should have stayed there. I need to take a look. Something was on. Fairly small. It's just too tricky to cast here. River has opened up a little bit in here. Hopefully it will be like that in the future as well. And I just saw right here potentially a chub taking something. Oh, we got a fish, a small one. So yeah, I'm just trying to work this spot out. I think I'm gonna switch to a streamer, but I only have like really small streamer. I can see that there is a deeper part. Probably I'm gonna try there. I'm trying to completely drift it, like without twitching it. I'm trying to like strip it in, cause some movement. Trying almost everything. White fish again. Not a chub. Either nothing is there to take it, or they're just not wanting to take it. Either one of those two. And I'm starting to think if I should change to a streamer or not. Because bugs are like more natural kind of food for them, for chub. And not so much other fish, which the streamer probably would be like depicting, but maybe, I don't know. I think we'll go until that fallen tree there, and if nothing goes our way, then I'm gonna switch to a streamer with the biggest one I got. We have gone approximately, I would say, exactly 1.5 kilometers on the river, and we haven't had a serious bite yet. I have like gotten some those small little fish that are just all the time nibbling on the fly, but it's been 1 hour and 40 minutes of fishing, casting, and doing all that, and not a single bite from a decent fish. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna switch to a streamer. I don't have like those really big streamers. I have like almost something that is similar more to a leech pattern, but yeah, and we'll try something like that. I will probably add a split shot there as well, so it just sinks a little bit down. And yeah, those spots in the front look pretty good because they're like big trees overhanging the river. Yeah, but no luck just yet. No luck just yet. We have switched to, this is the biggest streamer. I don't think you can call it a streamer just now. It's really small. Like the biggest streamer I have, I added a 0.25 split shot bead there as well, so it sinks a little bit. And I want to see whether they will like this one a bit more or not. And still unsuccessfully. I'm seeing some fish rising and messing around here and there, but yeah, now it's just, I'm just working away and seeing some good spots and trying those, not just like going all the way. We are now 2 minutes and it will be 3 hours on the river. By now I thought we would have caught like 15 fish at least. We're not so fortunate today as other days, but it is painful, but not much we can do about it. I'm just all the time thinking about what is the issue today if I even can some kind of sort it out. If it's the flies or if it's the way we are approaching or something like that, but it doesn't seem to be something that we can affect. And yeah, in the morning it was like also a lot more activity on the water itself. Whew. Good, good. After a little bit of food, we are gonna try to still catch some fish. I'm back to my original setup, my favorite setup, having a dry fly and a small little nymph on the bottom, which is pretty light. But this river is pretty shallow, so we don't have to have too heavy nymphs. And yeah, I'm just thinking that I'm gonna switch to this setup because it's more accessible to multiple species of fish. If we don't land our dream big massive chub, then we'll probably get something smaller or something like that, just to show for the cameras. And the previous episode I actually caught a chub, a baby chub, on this bottom nymph that I'm having here. So who knows, maybe it will work out. Something miniature bait fish. Whew. At least something. I was hoping for a 45 centimeter chub that is like 1.5 kilograms. That would be something. I'm drying out the fly a little bit. Again, there's hundreds of meters of line. I can't even see him. This is a fish that you can call a fish. That's it. It's just a fish. That one looked like a chub, like a mini chub, miniature. Oh, there was one. Not a big one, but it was like slowly rising to the fly. Flying one. top fly. For some reason he's like darting away. Just a second. Let's see. Whoops. 5 hours and 23 minutes and I'm snagged. The whole package. In almost 5.5 hours we didn't manage to land a fish. This day was a big disappointment for me. I had some recommendations that it can be really good here with regular baits, with regular spinning lures. So I thought with a fly, which is a natural food source for chub and all those fish, it's gonna be like gold rush, gold hour. But yeah, today it wasn't the case. At least we had a fair amount of good time. We cooked us some nice lunch. We hiked almost 7 kilometers along the river. It's not that much, but you know, that way back and all the bushwhacking we did, we are feeling a little bit tired, but that goes to the process. Yeah, some kind of smallie. What I wanted to say, of course, is thank you for tuning in and watching. Hope you liked this episode. If you did, click on that like button. Share this episode with your friends. It really helps a lot. And I hope that we'll meet on the next episode. And I already can't wait for the next one. And I have to say, just remember to go outside and experience some wilderness. So yeah, that's me signing out. Bye.